Welcome back, Halo followers. This is your host, Ron Dude Katz, and once again, we're gonna be talking about Halo Infinite news. Yes, so 343, they had an interview, the same one with IGN, but this time we're gonna discuss a different portion, mostly, and that's going to include Battle Royale in Halo Infinite, as well as a couple other things. Actually, a lot of different things. So that includes E3 2019 is confirmed to have Halo Infinite news, a lot of really fun stuff to get into, but Bonnie Ross, the head of 343, pointed out that she's proud of Halo 4's campaign and acknowledged that the multiplayer lacked what we needed there in Halo 4's multiplayer. As for Halo 5, the game made improvements to the multiplayer package, but its story, she said, was overwhelming. Halo Infinite's goal is to make sure that both are right. And certainly, as I've said many times before, they've learned a lot from, all the past experiences 343 has had, which they've had a lot. So yeah, I am looking forward to it. She also said, so I look at Infinite as we're going to put the whole thing together. Story is incredibly important, and so is multiplayer. We have audiences that champion both sides, and then a lot of them that like both of them. So again, they're, putting priority on both of these aspects of the game. It's good that they see the importance, which they've always seen the importance, but it's good that they see it again, right? But Bonnie Ross pointed out that 343 is aware some fans want to see a Battle Royale mode in Halo Infinite. It basically, if you don't know, is, a mode that functions like Fortnite or PUBG or Apex Legends. Bonnie Ross actually praised Apex Legends and said that the game feels like Halo more than Fortnite, obviously. But that could actually be a hint to what we may see in the future as a mode that resembles Battle Royale in Halo Infinite. What do you guys think about that? Let me know down in the comments below. Unless you're living under a rock, you've heard of the new Battle Royale game that came out recently, which is Apex Legends. It is getting all the craze now. It's basically Titanfall plus a shooter survival Battle Royale format kind of game. Basically, it evolved Battle Royale into basically filling the gaps that Fortnite and PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds had. But the big question here is, would a Battle Royale mode make any sense for Halo Infinite, or, Halo in general? Well, Bonnie Ross said, we have conversations all the time about what the right thing to do is. She said, adding the sandbox nature of Halo's multiplayer allows for a lot of different game modes, potentially including Battle Royale. Now this really captures my interest right here. Could this be hinting at a Battle Royale mode in Halo Infinite? She says, whatever we do needs to be the right thing for Halo. Whether or not you call it a Battle Royale or how we're thinking about things going forward, the team thinks about this needs to be right for Halo. It's always an active conversation, but I'm not saying anything more about Battle Royale right now. So yeah, that surely seems to hint that they're certainly considering Battle Royale. I mean, maybe this isn't just a temporary gamer phase. I mean, it seems that these games that host some big Battle Royale game could, be very successful, and AAA games seem to be adopting this too, like Call of Duty and, Apex Legends is sort of like Titanfall in some ways, and these big AAA games seem to start picking up on the notion that, okay, well, maybe this might be a thing that we can bring into our game. In fact, I don't know if they're going to have a straight up Battle Royale mode, on multiplayer. They could, and I think that's actually likely considering that Halo kind of would work in a Battle Royale mode. I mean, especially with all the abilities they added in Halo 5, considering that maybe they might keep them in the next game or just have them in Battle Royale. I don't think it's a terrible idea, especially if Battle Royale maps are Forge maps. That would be really cool, and considering people that, might hate Battle Royale, I would just ask you this. Is it really that bad? I mean, if it's just extra content, if 343 might have 5 years of development time under the belt by the time Halo Infinite comes out, if it comes out in 2020, I think that, if Battle Royale is the future of, some gaming, then throw it in. If it doesn't hurt, if it doesn't take up much development time, if you can just make Forge maps that way on existing Forge levels, I think that would be really, really interesting, right? Now, we talked about this next part, but I left out some details about a Halo 5 ODST or a Halo 5.5 kind of game releasing. Well, Microsoft discussed this. Bonnie Ross and Phil Spencer, head of Xbox, talked about launching a extra side Halo game, a spin-off Halo game, after Halo 5, 2 years later after that game would release. Ultimately, they decided that it was not the right thing for fans because you can't make a half-baked game. Basically, they want to put all their effort into a big mainline Halo game like Halo Infinite rather than split up the teams, split up the focus, and have both games not quite giving that longevity, that momentum that needs to be there to create a sustained community. She also stressed that no actual development work went into these ideas, such as a Halo 5.5 or Halo 5 ODST, and I really hope they also talked about Halo Harvest. That was my personal idea, because I think that would be really, really cool, honestly. But she said that no actual development work went into those ideas, that was only brainstorming. And I don't know, considering, what people might say about this news coming out now, I wonder if they might reconsider that after Halo Infinite, because Halo Infinite's probably taking a toll on the team, and they might want to have another a big game that might come out, or, a smaller kind of game, but nonetheless a Halo title come maybe 2 years after Halo Infinite, so maybe sometime in 2021 or 2022. And here's the really, really good news. Bonnie Ross confirmed that Microsoft will have Chris Lee at E3 2019 talking about Halo Infinite, which is just fantastic to know that we're going to be getting something. I mean, I said that it was basically confirmed when they released that teaser at E3 2018 that we were going to definitely get something at E3 2019. So, yeah, but now we have a confirmation, and that's really, really good to know that we are only like 3 months away from getting more Halo Infinite news. Probably, at least a teaser or a trailer with some light details about the game to follow, or maybe even at the event we'll learn about where the game's going to be releasing on, if it's going to be releasing on the Xbox One and or the Xbox codenamed Anaconda or the Lockhart console, where those might be revealed there too as well. So yeah, that would be kind of exciting. I think 343 Industries will be working with Microsoft on that, because I think that will only make a better Halo game if we wait until 2020. I mean, I want to play it now, but if they wait until next year to release it alongside their console, that would make a lot of sense with Microsoft, because, well, that would boost Xbox One sales, I think. Although, Windows 10 is also going to have Halo Infinite, but maybe waiting until their next console, there will be some kind of promotion for their console with that. So that might be the case there. But regardless, we got news coming in 3 months. Bonnie also said that Microsoft wants to eventually try again to make a Halo movie. The Halo TV show is still in pre-production and still has yet to start filming, but Rupert Wyatt, the director of Rise of the Planets, he was the original director for the Halo TV show, well, he left production due to scheduling conflicts, which honestly I think is code word for losing interest in a project in Hollywood, but what the hell do I know? I'm just making observations here. Anywho, it was detailed that the movie would take place in the universe that first came to be in 2001, dramatizing an epic 26th century conflict between humanity and an alien threat known as the Covenant. Halo will weave deeply, they say, drawn personal stories with action, adventure, and a richly imagined vision of the future. So that is exciting. I'm pretty sure they're going to go in the direction of, basically what they did was recreate Halo Combat Evolved. I don't know if, the movies are going to be on, this separate canon than, the major story. I mean, it's kind of hard to say because, there might be some really cool ideas that might interfere with the canon in our stories, but I don't know. Maybe it might be best that they have a completely different story on the side so they add to the canon and not add conflicts to it. So maybe something about Halo Harvest, something that kind of it happens alongside the events of Halo 4 Forward Onto Dawn. Some big events, some big invasions, maybe even a movie about Reach. That would be kind of cool, right? So guys, what do you think about all this? Bonnie Ross talked about how Halo 4's multiplayer was pretty good, but Halo 5's multiplayer was pretty bad, and they're going to be fixing both, and they're going to kind of come together in Halo Infinite, that it's going to go together, whatever that means. But it seems that they've also considered Battle Royale and implementing that into the Halo game, and I'm very curious to see how that would work, if it's going to be like a forged set of tools, or If it's going to be actually a multiplayer mode, I don't know, but let me know your thoughts about that, as well as Halo 5 ODST was considered, or a game of that size, you know, a size of Halo 3 ODST at least. And Halo Infinite was confirmed at E3 2019, alright? That means news. Very, very likely a full-on story trailer will be releasing in 3 months. And also, a new movie might be in the works again alongside the TV production, which, by the way, did get a new director, a director of an episode of Black Mirror. Although it did get low ratings, well, that was just the script, I think, that got bad. But nonetheless, the cinematography looks pretty good, and I think the TV show might actually come out in 2020, maybe, but they are still stuck in development hell. It's pretty much confirmed at this point, alright? That sucks. But anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts about all this down in the comment section below. I want to hear your thoughts, and so we can discuss it a little bit more. Alright, guys, I will see you in the next one. I hope the news brought you some joy, and I will be back later. Peace.